everyone, welcome to Bronyville. This is Bronyville episode 166, recorded on, we're going to call that March 14th. Pi Day.
Also the Ides. The Pides of March.
The Pides of March. We can go with that.
That's tomorrow.
That's 2015. Is an Ide like the middle or the 15th?
Ide just means middle, but specifically it's like Julius Caesar or something. Like, I don't know.
Beware the Ides of March.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, beware tomorrow then. Just
enjoy your pie now and beware tomorrow.
Because tomorrow comes and it's going to be a beast. So yeah, we're doing another one of these brony things.
That's what we do.
Yeah, we do. We have our usual group of misfits here. Sandy is out for the time being. He may come in because he is enjoying a plate full of delicious meats. Innuendo jokes were obviously exchanged earlier because we are 14-year-olds.
Woohoo.
But we have the usual alphas here.
Yeah, how's it going, everybody?
We have a 5 iron.
Ew.
Scope.
I got fish oil.
Yeah, you do. Your Amazon fish oil, sir.
Yeah.
And we got our friends over at Everfree Northwest to join us for today. So let me go
To
ahead.
talk about Everfree Northwest?
Yeah, that seems accurate. A long time. It's been a very long time since we've had a Bejoty on.
Hello. It's like my third time, I think.
That's something like that. It's certainly been a little bit, but we've definitely run into each other. Back in, I think the last time we met may have been BabsCon last year.
I think so.
There
Right.
was a lot of drunken talking, so that seems probably about pretty accurate. But yeah, have you on, and you mind introducing your cohort here?
Yes. With me, we got Cole, goes by Simul Pony.
Yes, indeed. Or just Simul or Simul, or I don't even know how to pronounce it now. Everyone says it different.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of me, too. Bejoty, Bejoty, Deej, BJ. I don't know, a lot of things. They get weird.
BJ.
I once met someone who had created their name and sincerely was like, I just wrote it down, but I never figured out how to actually say it. So it took me having to go like their name was ANZX. Yes, that is exactly what it was. It's like Anzix. Like, yes. Okay, all right, cool. Now I know how to say your damn name. But yeah, that was that. Yeah, I get that. That's why I go with something easy, like apple cider, or alpha brony, or 5 iron, or scope, and then you guys go Bejoty and Simul.
Bejoty games.
Well, fine. Just keep making fun of this name. At least it's memorable.
Well, Bejoty blew my mind when he told me where the name came from.
Oh, okay. I got to hear this because I don't even think I know.
Explain.
Oh, yeah. I like talking about this. I wanted to keep it a secret at one point for some stupid reason, and sorry if there's dogs barking way in the distance. It came from, I want to say, sophomore year in high school, really bored in a math class, staring at my graphing calculator. When I noticed the second column of the alpha numerals spelt out a word, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, something you could actually pronounce. And it was Bejoty.
Yeah. So go look at like a TI-83 or something, and you'll see it.
Ah.
Super pretty much any of the Texas Instrument series.
There's somebody that may be sitting in a math class right now with their headphones on, to which you're not paying attention in class, sir.
Which is fine.
Which is, yeah, well, really.
No one does.
Or you're listening to this and they look down at their TI-83 and go, huh. Okay, now I got to get back. Now I got to get back to this math problem between playing Drug Wars. Was the reason to own a TI-83.
I know, there were some fun games on there.
I would just...
Jeez, this
Go
dog.
ahead.
1 second, I'm going to close the window.
Yeah, no, I heard that dog that time.
Yeah. The Simul, what was that?
I had the 83. I also had the 84 at one point. I forget. I think the 84 came with it was like Puzz Pack or something. There was like a group of really basic puzzle games, and that's like all anyone ever did during algebra or anything. It was like, yeah, no, just.
Yeah, it always felt like some form of cheating that you were able to get away with, like, I've got a video game on my calculator. They need me to use this for math, but I'm totally playing a game.
I was the kid that always found ways to like do the problems way easier by doing something on the calculator and looking at those charts and stuff. And they're like, no, you need to do it this way because this way you learn. But yeah, this way is like I can push a button. I think I'll prefer that. Thanks.
Yeah, I actually had that in a college class once. They were doing the entire thing of like, now it's time to calculate matrices, which if you have ever done that by hand, it's the worst thing in the world. And then after we were done, it's just like, okay, and here's how you do it on a calculator. Beep, beep, boop, done. It's like, why? Why did we do that for a week? That was a waste of time. I understand why we did that for a week, but oh my god.
And then when it's time to take a test, you can't use the calculator. So it's like, haha, that thing that we taught you 5 months ago.
No longer valid.
Yeah, that was always yes. Now we're going back to high school problems. All of a sudden, all this high school angst is coming out of us 20, 30-year-old guys.
It's like post-traumatic. You never forget that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I swear someone showed me their calculator. It was like the silver edition of the 84 or something, and it had like an IR transceiver on it. So like you could conceivably like send messages between calculators. And at that point, it's like, were the TI people even planning for there to be a legitimate use for this, or were they just keeping like really bored students in mind when they designed this product?
That seems like something pretty evil. Just to be like, why does everybody have their calculators out during literature class? This is weird.
Why is everyone pointing their calculators directly like sideways across the room?
What's number 12?
Well, to be fair, the people who designed these calculators were probably the ones in math who were bored out of their minds. So they're like, let's give those people something to do.
Yeah. Nerds looking out for everyone else.
All of a sudden, I could just see the next round. You're just going to have, internet hookups just being like, whatever, I'm on Facebook right now. Which is pretty much what this is. But you just have, what about this? What about a TI-83 sleeve for your phone?
It's like I put Tinder on my calculator. I find other bored students.
Why is the person swiping right all the time on their calculator? That's weird. That's strange. Anyway, we've got a show.
Well, that does remind me. It doesn't remind me, but that's a horrible segue anyway.
Sure.
That was because of the dog bark in the background. I didn't realize that I gave a really, really crappy introduction. Because I didn't let anyone know what our titles were, what we even do, what we are.
Go ahead.
So Simul here, Simul, blah blah blah.
Brony Mike likes to call me Sunil.
Sunil.
Sunil is what he calls me because it's.
Sunil. Yeah, I might steal that. He is one of our directors of theme this year, which is a new department. They're actually providing a lot of the vision and direction and narrative for this particular con cycle. With that, they have some very fun things in the works that we could be talking about a little bit later in this podcast.
Ooh,
absolutely.
That sounds fun. And Bejoty, who the hell are you? Yeah.
Who am I? That is a huge question. So I'll keep it to just the present tense. Present tense in the pony. This year I am chairing Everfree Northwest again with my good buddy Scorched Wing. We're doing a dual position chairmanship this year. And
so we call them the love seat.
Fun.
Ooh.
The dual chair, the love seat. That's what we are.
Yes. We don't have a chair this year. We have a love seat.
And also I do other pony things, but
Oh yeah. Some music stuff, some some
I get around.
I've done some things every once in a while. You may know me. So yeah, we have these guys on to talk some Everfree, of course. So we'll get to hear a little bit about all the crazy and any special things that they're going to toss our way a little bit further in. But first, let's go ahead and get into this. Well, first off, I think I should probably go ahead and bring in our sponsors because they're very important. First, we'll get to the second sponsor, which I know Bejoty will really like. But the first one is BabsCon. Coming up shortly in the beginning of April here. You can use Bronyville 10 to get 10% off of any badge that they sell there, and time is running short on that. I do have to say that I will have one set of cider, which I actually just finished bottled today at the convention. I had to get rid of the red cap because it was just way too bad. But we will be there. We will. It will be me, Sandy, Scope will be there. We don't have any set panels, but we will get into some tomfoolery, I'm sure. We'll probably just walk around and give Golden Muffin awards to people. Who knows? But yeah, you can go find that. That's over at BabsCon. Google BabsCon. I'm sure it's babscon.com or something. But, 10% off of Bronyville 10. Hey, and we got Everfree Northwest, which I think two people here. Well, I think all of us are pretty excited for Everfree Northwest, but two people here really stoked.
Absolutely.
Especially,
oh my god!
Especially stoked just to be like, oh, it's gonna be so much fun, and then it's like, and then I can finally sleep at night.
That's gonna be the best part.
Pretty much.
Then I get a good 6 months of relaxation before I force myself through this again.
6 months? You think that's how long we wait before we start planning the next one?
No. It's that cycle. It's that nice kind of. All right. So what did we do before? What's the calm? And then just like, oh God, now we got to go ahead and do this again.
And the cycle of abuse continues.
Absolutely. And there you go. People were complaining that my volume was a little loud, so I kicked it down. Hopefully that's better. Okay. So yeah, you can do that, and maybe we'll set up a 10 coupon or something from those guys. We just have to get in contact with them and figure out, stuff, logistics, those kind of things. But Everfree Northwest, go check it out. Jelance is going to be there, so that's a big one.
That's
all
right.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do this. Fandom Fire status I am putting at this point as pending. Because we're waiting for the hiatus. But 5 Iron, why don't you go ahead and take over from here, sir? Or Alpha 5 Iron, go ahead and take this over for some news, just news.
Now, 5 Iron, did you put the news in this week?
I did not. I have a feeling it was Scope. He's very good about that.
Scope's the new news pony?
Yeah, I think I put everything on here except for the very last thing.
Thank you, Scope.
Well, Scope, would you like to talk about the news? Have
No.
some responsibility this week?
No.
That's not what he does. He works behind the scenes and then adds witty quips, like me.
Yeah.
Okay. So, season 5, it's coming up. You know it is. We all know it is. And they're teasing stuff, of course. So you got more teasers and stuff. So, yeah. Go look at MLP. You can see more latest footage. Or you could just wait till the thing actually comes out. But, you're not going to do that, right? Does anyone do that?
Probably not. No, I think season 3, I was pretty no spoilers. Now I'm like, let me see what you got.
Yeah, I want to be like that, but then I'm like, I'm not going to look. Then it's like curiosity has gotten me. I'm going to look at this.
Yeah.
I'm 100% unspoiled. I know nothing.
Well, then you should know that Applejack dies.
Well, that was a given. With the dark story that they set up in season 4 around her.
That's true.
The only thing I've gotten spoiled so far is the vibrating cutie marks things.
Ugh.
Which I guess everybody has started calling booty calls.
Wow.
I'm just saying. That's what I
forgot about that. I forgot all about that till just right this second.
I had not heard that yet.
I shouldn't even be here. I haven't heard of any of this.
I'm just saying, that's, I've obviously have spoiled that for some people, but, just saying, booty calls. Guess they're a thing.
Yeah. All right.
Shining...
What?
Oh, go ahead. Shining armor stuff. Let's do this.
Yeah, merchandise. We love it. You love it. That's the whole reason they keep doing the show. And Funko makes some of the best looking, funny smelling merchandise. So now they are coming out with Cadence and Shining Armor, so you can get the cutest couple ever as on your shelf together.
Well, Cadence looks fine, but if you look Shining Armor from the front, it looks
he is hilarious looking.
Dang, I'm married.
Does he?
I'm gonna hook him up with my Derpy figurine because they both have the derp eyes going on.
Oh man,
does he have wife throwing action?
Oh,
there's a playset.
He doesn't have. Yeah, I know.
Includes a wife throw playset.
See how many plates you can knock over.
Oh well, I haven't seen this. That is some serious derp eye going on. That is.
I can just picture that with one of those cheesy spring-loaded launchers, and Cadence has that stick that has to go back and hook up to the notch.
Somebody made a sad pic of the Shining Armor and Cadence Funkos by having them pressed up against each other's box, going no.
That's actually the next news link.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Funny
you should
picture.
feel bad if you bought only one of them.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Every time you buy only one, you're separating them.
Yeah,
Don't do
but
that to
Shining
yourself.
Armor's got that stone derp, so I don't think he really cares.
What?
All right.
I'm alone? It's Clay. Yay, time.
Yay, Twiley. You like trains?
I'm a guy. All right.
Yeah.
So, speaking of like one of the few guys in the actual series, Flash Sentry, Brad, the voice actor, Vincent Tong, he will be appearing at the Malaysian MLP Con. So
Well, he'll be calling into it. He's not actually going to it.
well,
It's like a Skype call thing.
still you can hear him talk there.
Yeah,
If
he'll
he
just
call,
talk
he
his
will be
blue blood
appearing.
the entire time.
Say what?
He'll just talk his blue blood the entire time.
Yeah, I think they did is cute because it's Flash has been installed on your computer because he's Flash Sentry. And
Which
he's
is weird because
running a
it's
computer.
and it's Flash being installed on a Mac. That doesn't even seem like it should happen.
Ah, that's a lot of fanfics that I've thankfully avoided.
Wait, Flash X Mac. There you go.
Yeah, Flash Mac,
Got some Sentry and an Apple. Is that
jumping Mac Flash.
boy? Ooh. But yeah, they got that going. As said, I should see if I could get Vincent Tong on a. I don't know. That guy's way too cool. More conventions need to have him on, if only for the get Tara Strong, get Vincent Tong, set them in a table in front of each other, and just have them stare into each other's eyes wistfully for an hour. Like, no words are said. They just stare into each other's eyes while the crowd just simmers.
And in
That's
the
the
background,
panel.
you hear "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" from Lion King on loop over and over and over again.
Okay, now you got me. We have to make it happen.
See,
Feel the love tonight.
No, he's a cool guy. Oh man, at BronyCon last year, I ended up with some other people up in like one of the penthouses at the top where the staff were staying, and he ended up there, and everyone was drinking and playing that Twilight Sparkle Secret Shipwreck folder.
Oh God.
And there was the Donut Joe card, which he voiced that character, and he read the flavor text for that while people were playing, and it was the most. I sat on the couch and I was like, "This is the most bizarre situation I've ever found myself in."
Twilight Sparkle.
well, and add to it the fact that the secret shipfic folder has 2 Flash Sentry cards that they're going to have in the next expansion. One that's Nice Guy Flash Sentry, and the other one being Waifu Stealer Flash Sentry.
Yeah, one is Dream Bro Brad, which is the one I have.
Ah,
And then they have the Waifu Stealer version.
I like the idea I had for my own card.
yours was a little OP, sir.
Well, all it said was stop shipping cartoon ponies, then the game would end. Just the table would flip by itself.
I think my favorite card I've seen was the Chaos Gun one. Is anyone familiar with that?
I'm not
I
familiar.
don't play the game. I'm the only
It
one
was-
here that doesn't play the game.
I can't. Someone's gonna need to like Google it or something because it was some like deliberately awful OC that the flavor text was to read, and like
Is
you would
someone
have
on
had to. You would have had to been there, man.
Someone should look it up.
Someone just got a text.
I will say though.
It's hilarious.
I will say the I won't name names, but pretty much everyone from the production side of the show who I've heard who's tried this game absolutely loves it. They freaking like adore Shipfic
Oh
Folder. I
yeah,
think it's hilarious.
I've seen it. I've seen the tweets.
Because it's awesome.
Yeah, ship.
It's what
I've never.
I'm not much of a card playing person, but I love the ship fit game. I learned it at Nightmare Nights with Cider and Alpha, and it is easy to pick up, and it's a whole lot of fun. More fun than it has any right to be, really.
I've never.
And
played
great
it.
ironic humor. It's brilliant.
Okay, I found the card.
Okay, link it. Make sure that gets linked into the chat so that way everyone can see it. And of course, this will be great for the audio podcast side.
And
All right,
Chef
I'll put it-
Sandy's here, and he's in front of a green screen.
I'll put it in Skype.
Oh, no.
I can't actually type into the public chat because I don't have an account. But if someone
I'll
wants to
copy
share
it.
that,
I'll copy it over. Hang on.
yeah. This
eh.
is actually from. I guess there's an Ask blog on Tumblr for.
Oh
this
my
character.
God!
So
Donut steal. Nice.
original OC, do not steal. You may copy the power
Oh,
of any
Keflica?
card currently on the shipping grid except for changelings. I shall call him. His name is Chaos Gun. He's is married to both Fluttershy but also dieting Rarity. He was born in from the shadow of Celestia and Lunar.
That's Celestia.
And Twilight and Discord. A magic spell went wrong, and he was mad. He is all the more powerful than all of them, and he is part dragon.
Dargon.
Part Dargon.
I also appreciate the Comic Sans being used on the card.
It really is maximum quality.
And then there was text somewhere else that mentioned that his cutie mark is all 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Gotta go fish!
And a gun.
And a gun, that's right.
That shoots Chaos Emeralds.
I
just looked up the Shipfic Folder official website, and they have the domain horrible-people.com.
Oh, yeah.
Not like
it's perfect.
People at Walmart or something, or... I think maybe.
There we go.
Unashamedly make this game. And worthy of pointing out that they will be represented at Everfree Northwest, May 29th through 31st.
Ooh, will there be any specialties?
I'm actually trying to look that up specifically. I want to say yes, but I'm not going to until I have any concrete information.
I understand. I know that Sandy can speak to how fun sometimes it is getting stuff.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta keep things close to the vest.
I didn't expect the sheer amount of numbers that they would need last year during their con circuit. I think they had like some 30 packs available per day at Everfree and sold out immediately every day.
Yep.
That's how it was at Nightmare Nights, for reals.
Get in there and get them fast. Matter of fact, I came in on Saturday to get the con exclusives, and they're like, "We're already out. You're going to have to get them by mail."
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a set of the BronyCon ones or somewhere around here.
Yeah, the cool thing about the ship fig is that it's completely free. The only reason they sell at the cons is because cost of printing and all that. If you want to play the game, you can play it on Tabletop Simulator for free. You can print the cards off and play it yourself for free. They're good folks. Talked to them before, like them a whole lot.
Yeah, they're really cool.
I mean, there's also my card.
There's also legal reasons that they can't.
Yep.
Well, yeah, they're that too.
Yeah, but there has definitely been talk on our side about doing a secret Poluminati version that has Bronyville and several other groups. There's some good cards inside of there. We've got some really crazy fun stuff planned on that if and when that actually comes out. Nothing like having the Horse News branded card to really crazy things up a little bit. So
that's how we do it.
Yep. All right, let's see. Kickstarter for Midnight Mares. Somebody tell me what this is.
I don't even know what that is. From the folks that brought you Children of the Night, if you remember that animation.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, like Lionheart Studios, or whatever the heck they call it. But yeah, they're doing a whole new thing, and that's just the Kickstarter for it.
So sell me the Kickstarter. What is it?
I don't know. It's just a pony animation.
Oh, okay.
It's just pony animation. That's all you need to know.
Original animated series.
Okay.
It needs $25,000. It has 3,000 has 3,000 at this time with 22 days to go.
No, I don't get it. It'll be like Exploding Kittens that got 18 million when they all asked for 100,000.
Sure.
Yes, because hold on, let me find where the oatmeal is drawing this.
Yeah. Featuring illustrations by Alex Inman. And what was the princess AC that we came up with?
Let's see. Where's the princess? Is she still over here? Here we go. Yeah. Let's see. My little fat hairy frightening pony. Her name is Thunder Squash.
Thunder Squash.
There you go.
Kitten's goal of 10,000 at 8,782,000.
There you go. There's
I pledged 35, so I'm a backer.
Yeah, I should have done that. I didn't
know.
Actually made by Mr. Oatmeal himself. So that was my one trinket from the Crazy Brony cruise. Which, speaking of Crazy Brony cruises,
yep, and there's prizes going on the first one. And then the second one was just announced.
Sea Bronies.
It's a thing.
It is a thing.
That's
basically
a thing?
When you can't make your own con, you just take over someone else's.
Group for MLPFM fans that hold those meetups on cruises and other nautical venues.
Mm-hmm. There probably will, in some ways, be some form of a Sea Brony event at the Juco Cruise next year. I'm just saying there might be something.
Wait, so this is like an actual boat?
Yeah, I
Yes.
thought
They're taking over someone's cruise.
That's amazing.
I thought they were truly trolling at first, but then I found out it's a serious.
Well, that's the thing, though, is like initially, the whole thing was a ruse cruise, and then people made it legit.
Right.
So, like,
Has someone like redone the Love Cruise theme song or whatever it is, but like
Love Boat?
the
friendship boat.
But yeah, the history is that there was somebody that made a fake convention cruise to get money, and that got found out and shut down.
super fast too.
Yeah, and then pretty much Purple Tinker went, actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's do this. And then she's made the Sea Bronies, alongside some help by Capper General of Horse News.
That's a weird bedfellow situation.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I guess they're doing a actual cruise that's departing on December 14th, 2015. I believe it's just a 4-night voyage, so it's relatively short, but still you're on a boat. Cruises
it's just
are
a 3-hour tour, just a 3-hour tour.
Oh man, a bunch of bronies trapped on an island with Andy Price.
The
comic, if they survive, the comics that come out of it are gonna be great.
Will definitely end well.
Oh man, Bejoty, we gotta get a meetup going on one of the ferries.
Ferries,
like
that would be fun, actually.
We're going up to Vancouver.
There is something genuinely fun about having one of these conventions, because it causes you to be a lot more like insular, because it's like, okay, well, we're going to be around and we're going to be, we're obviously going to be going to events, but now we're going to be going to dinner. Okay, now we're going to be doing excursions. Like, it's something where it's almost a nonstop, like, I've got to make friends here because it is completely vital to my entire trip to actually interact with other people. Yeah, but that seems like it could be fun, Sea Bronies. Shooby-doo.
Yeah. It's a thing.
It is.
It's happening.
Let's see. Creator of Alicorn Twi is going to MLP MSP. Oh, God, it's Larson.
No.
Couldn't figure that out from the time.
I don't know.
Thanks, Larson.
Yeah, he tweeted something to Tabitha St. Germain saying, like, here's a picture of Minnesota in summer, and it's just, streets covered in snow. It's like, oh, that seems accurate. I could use a little bit of that right now. It's 80 degrees here today.
And it is a fantastic 59 here in Dallas.
It's rainy and 40.
I could use some of that winter that Boston's been keeping. I could have a little bit of that over here about now.
I'm sure they'd be loving to give it to you.
I would love. We could just trade. They could give me all the snow. I could convert it into water because I'm going to die of thirst in a few weeks.
California only has like 1 year left of water or something like that.
Yeah, we're dead.
Yeah. Is that drought still going?
It rained twice during the rainy season.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's been
Thanks,
fun.
Obama.
You can have some of Seattle's rain if you want.
Yeah, just bottle it up and send it down like a can of delicious Rainier.
Oh my gosh!
Actually,
it's like not even made
warm
here
second half of winter.
They don't make Rainier there anymore. Where they make that?
They don't make Rainier and Mount Rainier anymore.
Well, I don't remember if it's still in Washington, but I know it's like not in Seattle anymore because the old Rainier Brewery is like right next to the interstate, just south of downtown here, and I think it's the Tully's headquarters now.
Okay, let's see. We've got to find this out.
Why?
This is important.
I don't.
Rainier beer. It's.
I don't drink beer.
It's delicious. Oh, the Rainier beer is actually okay. It's
Pabst.
Isn't it pronounced Rainier?
I don't know.
No, but that's the thing, and this is something I never noticed until someone pointed out to me that Rainier, the mountain, is spelled the same as the word Rainier. Like, it is rainier outside.
Rainier Brewing Company, 1884 to 1999.
But where's it bottled out of now? The reason I'm so like incensed about this is because when I went to on one of our trips to St. Kitts, they had like, hey, here's the St. Kitts rum, and on the back said made in Kentucky. It's just like that could not be made anywhere worse, like anywhere different.
In 2010, Emerald City Beer Company renovated a portion of the building. So yeah,
Cool.
the plant is also home to Tully's, Bartholomew Winery, Red Soul Motorcycle Fabrications.
Rainier, that's right. It's a French.
Rainier.
Oh my gosh.
Well, their contact form on their site points to Wisconsin.
Ew, grody.
Milwaukee.
Actually, the best thing about its old location, though, is I think I mentioned Tully's, the coffee company, is in that building now, and you can actually see the Starbucks building from there. And I always picture just their CEOs like shaking their fists across the valley, like, what are they doing down there?
There's also a winery and a motorcycle fabrications joint in that place too. So along with Tully's.
Okay, my favorite thing about driving past the Starbucks headquarters, and I can post a picture too, is that the very top of the building has like the mermaid crest. And my friend pointed out, was like, I just like to imagine that the entire inside of the building is a giant statue of the mermaid.
You go into the lobby and there's just someone there just whipping up some warm cream. Just handing out frappuccinos left and right.
I actually work at a Starbucks, and frappuccinos have been demoted in my mind. They take so long to make.
They do. We went to Starbucks recently, and it was terrible because there was like a family of 6 that all ordered frappuccinos in front of us, and it's just like, I just want to drip coffee.
That's all I get is a frappuccino, Java chip or double chocolatey chip.
Well,
same
screw
damn
you
thing.
too.
Well, you.
Yeah, look, there's a picture of it. I like to look at that building, and I always hear "soon" in my head, like the way it's positioned over the top of that clock.
It's kind of creepy.
Oh God, you're just peeking over.
It's just like management is calling you.
Big Brother is watching.
Have you ever wanted to be a district manager?
Oh, double espresso.
Well, speaking of impending doom, we have synopses for episodes 3 and 4 of next season.
For real, reals,
man.
not for play plays.
These are real.
Castle.
I wish I hadn't.
All right, Castle Sweet Castle and Bloom and Gloom.
Yeah.
Cover your ears for a moment if you want to hear about. If you don't want to hear
Spoiler
about
alert.
the ponies
This is
trying.
big spoilers too.
If the ponies trying to make Princess Twilight's castle feel more like home after finding out she's been avoiding it. Oh.
Just living in the old burnout husk of that tree, I guess.
And then Bloom and Gloom. Apple Bloom has high anxiety over getting her cutie mark, and it begins to turn her life into a nightmare.
No,
so every Cutie Mark Crusaders episode ever.
But maybe she actually turns into Nightmare Bloom.
Oh man. And even then she's blank.
That made me picture those you know that Pokemon thing where you like select 2 Pokemon and it like fuses them? They need to have that, but for ponies. So we can have
for mother.
Nightmare Bloom.
That Dodrio one, or Dodo or whatever, this one is hilarious. I think it's a Weepin' Duo. That's it. It's Weepin' Duo. That's what it is.
The artist renditions get me every time.
All right, let's see. Next up, we've got another Pegasus here, aka another airline that has went pony.
A lot of them, actually.
And they're all jumping in the bandwagon 6 years too late.
So it's like JetBlue was the first, and who was after them? Because I know
I only remember JetBlue.
American Airlines was just the other day, and then I guess everyone else just started hopping on.
Yeah, like, I guess we should. Bronies have money, right?
That's what they think.
So what we got here? Air France had a translation. Somebody was asking when they could fly to Equestria. They said they will as soon as Princess Celestia gives them permission.
They still have
They're
American
so
Airlines
cheeky.
too, so.
Which I love the fact Nicole Oliver said started
Thumbs
replying.
Yeah, with a thumbs up.
Like, I approve. Do it.
That's why she's cool.
Let's see.
Yeah,
And then somebody, let's see, KLM, somebody forwarded, will they fly to Equestria? Hello, gentle sir, which I love the fact that his name was just Milady. And the picture of a fedora. Sorry, we don't offer any flights to Equestria yet, but we'll always make a dash for the rainbow.
I'm never flying.
It's punny. Get it? Because it's puns and funny.
I'll stick to Delta.
Yeah, JetBlue I think still kind of wins it, but
JetBlue's for reals.
They were the first airline OC, if memory serves.
Yeah, they had that supposedly like the picture of that OC is somewhere in their headquarters.
Nice.
Like they actually have it up somewhere.
They should commission a 3D figure of it or something.
And then we can just run around with it going down. So
boom boom.
Until someone makes porn of it.
You had to take it there.
Oh, God, someone's gonna take it there.
I'll take you there.
Someone would, but not here. God. Anyway, you can get a pony prepaid MasterCard if you so want.
Yeah, using the old vectors.
Put a horse on it.
Actually, I just submitted for a custom credit card with the scope image on it.
Gross.
All right, cool.
It's that little huffy thing too, the little pouty icon, the chibi.
All right, if they could make one of these with Flufflepuff on it, done.
No, but there's a company, I think it is MasterCard or Chase, that allows you to make your own. You submit the picture.
Well, a lot of them do, but then it's like, oh, sorry, we can't do it because this resembles something else. That they do that a lot too.
I would want to get one of those made so it looked like a Amex Black card.
Even though it's actually a secured credit card.
Well, yeah, it looks like an Amex Black card, but you know, it just is just like, I didn't know Amex released MasterCards. Shh, quiet. It's supposed to look important.
This doesn't say Timex at all. Just a bootleg credit card you get from some dude on the street.
Yep. And to just a quick thing that I wanted to add in here, a little bit of bummer news as part of the big news that we've missed for the week. We do have a unfortunate news that we have lost one of our own in the community as well as the podcast community. Clockwork of Lunar Echoes. Passed this week. We have a link for a GoFundMe for Clockwork on that. I know that 5 Iron and Alpha had some passing work with them, but you can find any of the information on that.
Yeah, he was like local up here, local enough. I mean, we'd hung out several times as well too, and they're a bunch of good guys. And won't go into the details because I still don't know the exact what happened. I mean, there's like speculation, but it's his funeral was today. So
I don't know either because there was a friend of mine on my Facebook who was talking about it, and he's like a VIP handler at BronyCon, if memory serves.
Yeah, that's Lazy Chords, who's also on the show, and his friend too, because those guys were friends even before ponies came along too. So
yeah, thoughts and minds out to all those guys. So, you know, and definitely one of the other podcasts out there. So giving what we can back on that, there is a GoFundMe. But yeah. All right. Well, we got that. So that takes care of the news for this week. You can go and check all that out, of course, over at BronyShow.com or BronyvillePodcast.com. Find this episode. You can find the information in there. We've got stuff to talk about Everfree Northwest, and if only we had 2 very intelligent and very nice-looking individuals here to join us to just tell us what that convention is all about.
Yeah, instead we got these guys. Go!
Oh,
I'm kidding.
This show's all about joshing around.
I'm going to BronyCon instead. Yeah.
Wow, rude.
Yes.
We love it.
And I'm going to Anthrocon too, so yeah.
So,
Furries.
Everfree Northwest, the con of cons. Tell us, what can people expect this year? Or I guess what's the who, what, where, the when, and the why?
Well, Everfree Northwest, the 3-day convention happening in
Heavy
Seattle.
burner.
I heard it
Everfree.
too.
Northwest.
There we go.
I heard it too.
The mask is off.
I guess Rain First gonna change to Everfree Northwest, huh?
Never
Okay.
take your head off. Oh my gosh.
Everfree Northwest.
Everfree.
So I like to assume that most people have a decent idea of what we are, but I'll go through the spiel anyway. We are a 3-day My Little Pony convention based in around Seattle, Washington, actually SeaTac, and right next to the airport, which makes it very easy access.
That's Seattle Tactical Airport.
Yes.
I thought it was
Well, that's
Seattle
a military
Tacoma.
charter jet to get in.
I don't know. That doesn't seem right.
I don't know. When I went there last year, the only memory I have is going to 13 Coins down the street.
There is no Tacoma. Tacoma's a myth. If someone tells you they're from Tacoma, they're lying.
Oh, okay. So let's see. But yeah, you guys are coming up. What are the dates on that?
We are coming up at the end of May, the last weekend of May, which would be the 29th through the 31st.
It's
no
coming
more.
really quick.
No more July 4th weekend?
Nope.
No more July 4th. We tried that a couple years. It was fun. Now we're trying something different.
Didn't you also have the same weekend as XanthrCon like 2 years in a row, too?
Whoops.
Well, there's always conflicts. We're going to be near something or on something.
Conflicts.
Oh.
Conflicts.
It's like BronyCon and GalaCon the same weekend 2 years in a row, too.
Well, you get that a lot too, especially like Memorial Day weekend is like, all right, so it's PAX Prime, it's Dragon Con, it's a huge anime con, like every convention just lays on top of that day. So
Well,
you're
QLA just picked that weekend also?
maybe.
Yeah, it is Labor Day weekend, yep.
Which is
I always
just, I
wondered
really want to
as
go to
far as,
that, but I have a commitment to PAX, so now I have to choose.
Well, I'm going to EQLA because I don't have any commitments otherwise.
Well, that's one thing I wanted to ask as far as like picking dates. Picking dates as far as cons and like making sure they don't overlap with events, or they do. How does that usually play in, or how do you guys? Since we have like several con people, one being Sandy and Everfree Northwest here as well. The idea of like possibly running into the same time as like other conventions or other holidays. Do you like try and pick time and like holidays because people ask off for that anyway, or do you try and keep it separate, or is there any sort of plan that goes into that kind of thing?
Well, I'll start by saying that it's very, very regional. I can speak specifically to the Seattle area because we have a whole different environment than I think you guys would be facing or other cons that I know of. And for us, it really comes down to the fact that there's not a lot of great places to hold conferences, conventions, and events like this. So you're going to be limited with weekends pretty much year round. So if you're trying to do something kind of where a lot of conventions and conferences try to fit, you're probably not going to find an open weekend, depending how far out in advance you can plan. And for stuff like pony events, where we have to keep in mind that the community evolves so quickly that we can't really bank on too many years ahead, we kind of have to accept the small number of options we have in front of us. So that speaks a little bit to what our choices are, but we usually have some flexibility with the different times of year. Our first time, it was late fall, mid-August, I want to say.
It was like,
17th through 19th.
mid-late August. Yeah.
If I recall, it's the 17th through 19th.
I believe you're correct.
And it tends to be Seattle's hottest month. And it was hot. It was darn hot. And we had a hill.
Yes, you did.
That hill was awful.
The Death Hill. We were split between two different hotels with a little bit of an incline between the two and a major road. It still worked out.
But I got my steps for the weekend. That was nice.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the one complaint people are going to have on the convention, then I'll take it. That's fantastic.
I drove to Vancouver when I was there last year. So that was always fun.
Oh, I love Vancouver.
It was a nice ride up there, except I got pulled aside for secondary inspection of the border.
Ooh.
Oh, what did you do?
You look
You got to
suspicious.
tell him.
I just said my first time going to Canada. He said, "All right, go park over there."
I
And then
guess
go in the
that happened.
office, and then I walk in and say, "Hey, you got a cell phone? Yeah. All right, unlock and give it to us, please. Thanks."
I heard a whole bunch of secondary stories from people going to BronyCon because they were really excited about it. So they'd go to the border and be like, "Yeah, we're coming up from My Little Pony convention," and the person at the border is like, "What?"
Well, the guy I
Yeah.
mentioned at the border said, "Yeah, I heard there was one going on."
No,
like,
that's the thing,
please
is-
come see us inside.
Yeah, I mean, I did hear from a few people that there were some inspection guards that eventually were like, okay, this is like the fifth person we've had, just let them through. I have heard a few horror stories about people that got pulled aside, and it's just a mess. But I mean, Gotta admit, it is kind of weird thing to say you're going up to Canada for.
Well, we're kind of weird.
Well,
I did that on. Oh, go for it.
When I was going up to Canada, all I said was having lunch with friends. But where are you coming from? Seattle. What's there? A pony convention. Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard about that.
when we flew into I think when we flew into Vancouver for BronyCon, I think it was a similar thing of just like, what are you here for? It's like, hey, I'm here for a convention. And they were just like, what kind? I'm like, all right, here we go. It's My Little Pony convention. And she was just like, looked up, looked at me, looked to her, and just went, okay, go on.
It was really strange though, because the guy inside was stern yet friendly at the same time, so it was real confusing.
It's like, now take off your shirt, sir.
Yeah, please. But on the way back, the guy at the U.S. border is like, anything to declare? Like, just help my bottle of maple syrup I bought up there, whatever, Grevet Island, whatever it is. And he's like, all right, go ahead. Okay.
I would like to declare that Luna is the best princess.
Yeah, honestly.
All right, you're getting detained hard.
Yeah. And honestly,
we're
border
Celestia
crossing
only here, buddy.
Honestly, border crossing also really depends on like where you're doing it, because like pretty much all my life we've gone up during the summer to a more rural part of Canada that involves a border crossing that's a lot quieter. And actually, what I found is you'll find sometimes more rigorous inspection at those quieter borders, probably just because they have nothing else to do, because they get like maybe one car every half hour or so.
Oh no, the one I went to, I didn't go up to an I-5, but it was still pretty packed.
It was probably the other one in Blaine, maybe, or I don't know.
Let's see here. I think it was off like Route 619 or something like that. It was not too far from the Peace Arch, but it was in that same general vicinity.
This is getting real inside baseball, kids.
It was the Blaine one. The Blaine Surrey border crossing is one I went to.
So if you ever need to cross the border, ask Scope or these guys.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Speaking of crossing the border, what guests are going to be at your show?
That's actually a decent segue. I was going to laugh, but
thank you.
Yeah, a lot of our guests are coming down from Vancouver, so that's mighty appropriate.
There we go.
I need to click over the tab because I don't want to secretly announce someone who hasn't been publicly announced yet.
No, you can do that anytime you want.
Oh, I know you guys are all right with it, but
before it's Andrea, because she goes to everything.
Yeah, I'm assuming Andrea and Peter knew. Who else will be there?
They go to everything. That's great.
So I could go down just through a list, or Simul, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. Let me make sure I'm looking at the same thing, I guess. Got a few cool people announced so far. I'm just going to keep talking until I find the right place on the page. Not like I'm scrolling to it. There it is. All right. So, real big name, obviously. One of the first guys we announced was John Delancey. That was really exciting for everyone because it's his first appearance here. He's been to Seattle before. He was at Emerald City Comic-Con, and I got to see him there. He's a cool guy. So we're definitely looking forward to hearing from him at Everfree and see how his time goes there. We've got the two sisters, Nicole Oliver and Tabitha St. Germain, Celestia and Luna, as well as
Tabitha
a few other...
is a character in herself, too.
Oh, God.
I know, it's insane. And like, you see that chart of like how many incidentals she's voiced.
Oh, and then you have Nicole, who is pretty much VA mom. If you ever need motherly advice, go see Nicole Oliver. She'll give it. She may call you dumb, but that's just mom being honest.
Yeah,
it's mom being mom.
Yeah, oh man. But yeah, I mean, we're excited for those. And then Lee Tokar, again, coming back for his, I think it's his second time at Everfree now, is that right?
He's been sort of like off the radar for a while.
Mr. Fan-built.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. It's very true.
Yeah, has anyone heard updates on that? I mean, I don't want to.
I'm on the fan-built chat, but all they do is just do random chat and do calls. I don't see any projects shit going on or anything.
I had a lot of hope for that. I remember hearing his initial documents. He had so many great ideas for it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell Scope to get on it.
Yeah, start working on it, Scope.
I'll just bug Snap-Eye to do it because he's in there too.
Oh, okay. That's
his
fault.
It's a fantastic concept, so I'd love
he's
to
the one
see
who
that.
pulled me into it, so yeah.
There you go. Snap-Eye's fault.
Yeah, it's all Snap-Eye's fault.
Yep.
This might be one of those things that we end up looking at 20 years later, like, oh, it was before its time. It could have been so successful.
It's not Cider's fault. It's Snap-Eye's fault.
For once.
Yeah, for once.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Who else we got that we can announce?
Well, on top of our special guests, we have a few community guests that have been announced in 2 different waves.
Ooh.
The what I would say is probably the biggest name in the community that likes to go to all these fun conventions, Dusty Cat.
Indeed.
We love that
Goes
guy.
to everything.
And going down the list, we'll be bringing back Draw Ponies, Dana Simpson, who also does a lot of the artwork, promotional work for our convention.
Oh boy.
DR Wolf, a reviewer and YouTube personality. The Fiery Joker, another YouTube personality. Silver Slinger, you guys probably know that guy. He's a jeweler and goes to a lot of these conventions.
He makes awesome jewelry.
I think I had picked up a compass and a stopwatch or a pocket watch from last year.
Stopwad. Right.
The stopwad.
Disgusting.
What are you guys doing over there?
Discount wad selling at the table. It's fantastic.
Oh God.
Nope.
Hey, can I get that on Groupon or something like that? Do you take food stamps? You want to put Rainbow Dash in a jar and have some
No.
Oh, I missed this podcast and all the derails.
Bad Scope.
Yeah.
Go to the closet.
No.
Scope, what are you doing?
I just like Rainbow Dash in jars.
No.
Continuing down
She's
the
a
other ones that have
fine
been
lady.
announced so far.
Go see Two Fat Butchers. It's a great website.
Scope. Pony Toast. Pony Toast, who is another podcast host. Blue, a Seattle local actor and cosplayer.
Yeah, she's also actually my co-director for theme, so she's also on staff.
Cool.
Gary Oak, a fan fiction writer.
Oh no.
You can't ignore his girth.
What?
Uh-oh.
Odds explained later.
Oh, okay.
Reference.
You might have to. It's beyond me.
Are you a boy or a girl?
Pokemon. And Horse Voice, another fan fiction writer.
I
You guys are
see a
making it really difficult to
kitty.
get through lists.
I see the kitty. I'm sorry, I'm distracted.
Yeah, that's kind of the name of the game this episode. So yeah, a lot of people coming in there. So because that's one thing about Everfree, they always have a lot of like community guests and also a lot of show guests as well too. It's sort of like the who's who. Now, how I guess like how were your numbers last year, and what are you expecting for this year?
Let's see. I know
As
I've
far
been
as
down here
attendance.
because I'm always bad at remembering these numbers.
That cat doesn't give a damn.
It's a cat. It's,
Yeah, what's the cat say about
I heard
this?
I heard that grass is green too. You know.
yeah.
Could be-
Yeah. It's like I'll tolerate this for a while anyway.
That is red.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
obviously.
Last year our attendance hit just over 2,500,
Sweet.
which is still a steady growth. I mean, we all remember our first year with the triple sellout.
Oh man, that was fun. I wasn't even staff then, and I remember seeing that from the outside and being like, "What on earth is even going on here?"
Yeah, I was there last year and I saw the line out the door and around the corner.
That's pretty impressive.
Too good thing it didn't go up the hill now.
So I've got to ask a little bit because the position that you have, Simul, is interesting. Theme. So what is this theme spotlight? What's going on with this?
Well, essentially, I think, like Austin mentioned earlier, it's a new position in staff that we decided to make just to sort of help, put a cement theme and put some, consistency in how we present the con, really. So that deals with things like decorations, the outward appearance, a lot of how we appear online, and any sort of like storylines or narratives that we want to tell, the sort of ideas and messages we want to send to the community in running our event. So that's basically what my job is, and that involves a lot of building things and figuring out how to, decorate different areas and just make the event feel as welcoming as possible.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So anything new this year that we can expect?
Yeah, actually. A few things you can expect are we are upping the sort of, I don't know what phrase to use, but we're putting a lot of effort into decor this year. If you show up at the convention center, we're basically trying to like transform the whole place into Equestria. It's going to be very, very flashy, very decorative, very immersive. That's what we're going for. So that's something that like we haven't focused too hard on in the past. So it's something we want to bring, something new we want to bring to the table. And that goes for like, this whole convention community. It's not something you see too much. So we're trying to be like, really out there and making it look really cool. Think Disneyland.
Ooh, fun.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. Yes, confirmed. We are going to be Disneyland this year.
That's right.
The Pony Disneyland.
That's going to be an EQLA.
Did we mention we're actually holding the convention in Anaheim this year?
Oh, okay.
It's near SeaTac. At least that's what we want to do.
Seattle Tactical Anaheim.
Just make sure you've checked your flight. Make sure it flies into SeaTac, and then you take the train down to Anaheim.
Or the Greyhound bus if you're cheap.
Absolutely.
So let's see. Going through, you've got all this volunteers. It looks like you need a little bit of help coming this next year.
Yeah, well, we're always looking for help. I put that down just because, why not throw out the offer for more people? A lot of people always ask us, man, is there a way that we can help out with what you're doing? And we respond with, why haven't you seen the 5,000 times we've asked for volunteers?
Oh my gosh, I know.
Because that requires work.
Apparently. But yeah, we always have open positions. People can help us out in so many different ways, either just general staff to help out during the convention, more planning phases. Theme could probably use more, registration tables, guests, every area of the con. More bodies just helps us out.
Security.
So if you do want to volunteer, if you're interested, you can go to everfreenw.com/volunteer. And I trust you guys will post that in all the appropriate places.
Mm-hmm. And does volunteering grant citizenship?
To Equestria.
To Equestria, yeah.
Equestrian citizenship only.
So
Okay.
Did an asteroid destroy Buenos Aires in your house too, or something?
Is that a reference to Starship Troopers?
It sure the hell was. I understood that reference right away.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Casper Van Diem is now a guest of honor at Everfree Northwest.
Man, imagine if they did a Starship Troopers reference in Pony. That would be pretty weird.
Join the guard.
Service guarantees
Think about that. Rainbow Dash has to be a guard pony for a day.
I feel like that has to have been done. Like, someone must have done that with the changelings instead of bugs,
Yeah.
If it hasn't been done...
that's a fanfic in the making right there.
All of a sudden,
It's afraid. Just holding a hand up to the Chrysalis's head. It's afraid.
Oh my god, that's so dumb. I love it.
I think Pony needs more Neil Patrick Harris, anyways.
It does.
Oh, that would be a great guest actor.
Oh, let's do it.
Yes.
Call that up for next. All right. Well, that's awesome. Is there anything else that we want to add in regarding Everfree Northwest this year? Where can they find it? Where can they register? Where can they do all the cool stuff with you guys?
How much is registration? Get that too.
Well, our website is everfreenw.com. You can Google search Everfree Northwest, and we pretty much like to spam our information in as many places as possible. So you can follow us on Twitter, Tumblr. All of that uses Everfree NW.
Everfree NW clownpenis.fart.
Well, no.
Not quite. We have not registered that domain for certain reasons.
Which
I think Scope's on it now.
And
you
that
might
top level.
Yeah, Scope's going to get that domain. I'm sorry. He's really bad at that.
Are you kidding, man? That was an SNL skit. Everyone's going to get that damn doname. Yeah, that's
The doname.
Doname, yeah.
It's the tiny Pacific island of clown penis. Yeah, they give out domains for cheap.
Poor Five Irons. Like, what am I gonna do with this?
But I will also mention a couple quick things, just because there are deadlines approaching. If anyone interested in listening to this live, and possibly when this goes up day of, our panel submissions for events at the convention close on March 16th. So if anyone's interested in adding a panel to our schedule, definitely send that in. There's a form at everfreenw.com/events. You can find it through the main page.
Nothing is announced yet.
Hey, the clouds are moving on this website. It's awesome.
No.
Oh my god! Shout out to our IT team, our tech team. Holy crap, the website is beautiful this year.
I can't click on the clouds though. There's no Easter eggs. Damn. Nothing in the trees either. I can't find it anyway.
If you were there when we announced John Delancey, on the day we did that, the entire website got flipped upside down, and there was a little Discord that you had to click to write it again.
How many people didn't register because of that?
That's on them then. If you're too dumb.
Well, volunteer. Yeah, let's look at this link here. I don't want to do this. I'll be back.
Oh, and before I forget, if anyone planning to attend has not yet gotten their hotel, some of the days have already sold out in our main hotel area. So we have Friday and Saturday still available with our main convention hotel, but there are also other hotels nearby if needed.
Up the hill.
So it means that you can't sleep on Sunday, get out?
Yeah, just leave. We don't want you.
That's fine.
We still want you. Come back.
You too, buddy.
What else is it by the hotel there? Because this is at the SeaTac Airport Hotel, right?
There's 7-Eleven up the street.
Yeah, the Hilton there. The 7-Eleven on the Death Hill is my best friend year one.
I'm so glad I rented a car when I realized where the 7-Eleven was. Oh my God.
There's also a Denny's nearby. There's a
13 coins.
A Subway down the street. Another
13 coins
Denny's.
gets a bit pricey, but that's kind of the biggest sit-down restaurant nearby.
Their French onion soup is amazing.
If you want a good, just a 10-minute walk, you'll hit a Subway. I want to say another Denny's.
Maybe there is another Denny's. And depending on who you ask, one of the Denny's is much better than the other one, and I don't remember which is which. But
there's also like a Roasters place, almost like Kenny Rogers Roasters, if I recall.
I think the real question though is, are there any Starbucks nearby?
Oh man, I
don't know.
I know there's a Jack in the Box, but I don't know about a Starbucks.
There's a coffee place in the hotel. It's the lobby itself. It's not a Starbucks, but
I think it was a Starbucks.
Is it a Seattle's Best?
Which is owned by Starbucks.
Yeah, no, I think it was like a freaking grocery store Starbucks or something in the hotel.
I don't think it is a Starbucks. I think it's just a.
I don't know. I just got Starburst from the front desk. I didn't really care.
Starburst. Yeah, there's a Starburst counter. They only sell Starburst.
This isn't a giant sifter glass at the friggin' registration desk.
This episode is friendship for the caffeinated. I already see it. All right. Well, that sounds good. Let's see. All right. Well, that's good. So yeah, go check out our friends over there at Everfree Northwest.
Can I interject real quick?
Oh, go for it.
Fine.
I didn't want to gloss over this. We are also still accepting charity donations. So if for our charity auction, which has been very successful in years past, we've raised more than $75,000 over the course of our
quilt for one thing.
3 years. Oh man, I was in the room when that happened, and it blew my mind. I think everyone was.
I was in my room and I saw it, and I texted someone. Did someone seriously buy a car for a quilt? $20,000 for a gosh damn quilt.
Hey, and people who don't know, $20,000 is the final price for a quilt, where every section of the quilt was a specific piece of art from a different artist in the community.
And it was the hospital.
And I was the charity for.
Seattle Children's Hospital is our charity.
Yep,
cool.
And I've seen that quilt. It is up in Dusty's and all their house, just hanging out there on their big wall, just going like.
Dusty bought it?
No, it was his landlord or something bought it. And
oh my god!
Yeah. So it's up there.
I haven't caught up with this, so I'm not positive if it's still going. But I remember immediately after the con, after the success of that quilt, people on DeviantArt were immediately organizing to create a quilt for this year.
Excellent.
So I don't know if it's been made, but that might be something to look up.
We'll make it because of the children.
I'll tell our charity guys to keep
you could make sure to send it to Boston. That way they don't freeze.
Yeah, but so our charity auction has been wildly successful in the past. So if anyone does have any items to donate, you can do so by going to everfreenw.com/charity, and there'll be
an
a
empty
form.
bottle of Gatorade I can donate.
I don't think that's very helpful, Scope.
Oh well, I can put Rainbow Dash in it. And
Everyone
okay.
remembers the first time they drank Gatorade.
blind bag.
Yeah, it could just be
I
like
can now
artifact,
confirm
like,
that there
this
is
bottle
an
touched
Everfree.
Scope's lips.
This is a good bottle
Sorry.
too. It's low calorie G2.
I can confirm there is indeed an Everfree 2015 charity quilt.
Yay.
Excellent.
Announcer
All right.
right here on Bronyville.
So,
All right.
anything else we
that's
missed?
it.
Or?
Awkward silence.
Yeah, let's go forward. Let's go ahead and go through this, give you the details. As always, remember to send across, give us some reviews on iTunes. Very important. Email across at Bronyville Gmail when we do an email show. And yeah, let's see. It's getting close to the end of the show. Me and Starry need to go get some food for the night because I spent all day racking apple cider for, and I mean like actually making all the cider in my kitchen. And we need to go get food, but before we do that, we need to give you our one cool thing. This is our listing of the one neat thing that you should check out this week. Pony or not, it depends. So we're going to go ahead and start at the top with our lovely guests here from Everfree Northwest. You have our social media listings of choice there, but what are your one cool things, sirs?
All right, I guess I'll start it off since I am at the top of the list.
Woo!
Just arbitrarily awesome. Should I say the social media also, or that'll just be linked somewhere?
Or that will be included in it. Any of this will be linked so people can easily find it at bronyshow.com or bronyvillepodcast.com if they look for the show notes on 166.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, the one cool thing I chose this week, I was thinking about, there's a lot of awesome updates from GDC in the video game industry, which are things that I'm very, very much interested in. But I decided instead on just something that's very internet-y. Recently, someone had, actually I don't know how recent this is of the creation, but recently got a lot of promotion. Musicforcats.com features music that someone has created specifically for the ears of cats. Not music for people, music for cats.
What?
What about furries?
Yeah.
Well, that worked too.
And I was skeptical when I first heard about this, so I started looking up details, and apparently people have been posting on social media about their cats' reactions to listening to these songs. I think they have 3 that you can listen to just right now. I don't know if there's any more that you can buy or whatever, but a whole range of reactions from cats, from like more insane jumping than catnip even provides, to just laying down next to the speaker and purring. All very cute stuff. So if you have cats, I don't. I wish I did so I could try this. If you have cats, play this music for them because it apparently is really cool.
That's
Gonna have to check
insane.
that out.
Okay, so
I feel like if I tried that with my cats, they just like walk out of the room. They would not cooperate.
Okay,
My
looks like
cat would probably pee on it.
that would require peeing on your computer, sir.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd be a bad choice for your
That's
cat
actually
to do.
happened before to me. But
Oh,
that's
no.
not
I had a tower opening. Well, cat decided my EIDE card was part of his territory. So
Were you short one cat after that?
no, he used a per box. That's why you kept him around.
Oh.
It's like, I guess I won't have to end you for peeing on an expensive component.
It wasn't that. It was an EIDE card.
Oh, okay.
That's part of just cat ownership, is just being willing to let go of things because, oh, well, I like that sweater, but whatever.
I guess it's yours now, cat. Psst, it's mine.
You know what also could be yours? Rare molecules.
I can't believe I'm reading this and going, oh my god, this is amazing.
I need to get your Segway game.
Yeah, peeing to 3D printed molecules.
Yeah, so this was my one cool thing. I don't know if anyone's really into chemistry, but I am.
I'm into 3D printing because I've seen like
there you
friggin'
go.
arms and stuff 3D printed for kids, which is always good.
Mm-hmm. So basically, this is just an article I found. This is on Popular Mechanics. I'm sure it's published elsewhere as well. But there's this team of people that figured out how to basically make this automatic chemical synthesis device that can start with really basic ingredients and create a bunch of different really complex compounds fairly quickly. And the reason this is really cool is because in parts of the world where certain medicines aren't as widely available, this would make it easier to get medicines that there's a shortage of. and that kind of thing. It's this neat process that basically speeds up the synthesis procedure by like clearing out byproducts and stuff that gets in the way of other reactions that they need to do. I'm not sure exactly how analogous it can be. It's safe to say it is to a 3D printer. I'm somewhat thinking that that's just a catchy headline they could use, but I mean, I understand some of the comparison there. So it's just a neat bit of technology if you're into that. It's pretty crazy, I think.
That is pretty neat. Also, I noticed that, and this is a complete segue, but there's an article at the top saying that you can't kill Gak with fire. I don't know why.
I saw that video earlier, actually.
That's quite disturbing.
Did they just place like a hot coal on it and they're trying to...
It's like a hot ball of like nickel or something along those lines. Yeah, blazing hot nickel.
And
it puts it in and the thing farts. Which is pretty funny.
Just vanishes. Popular mechanics.
What concert costs 45 cents?
I don't know. What concert costs 45 cents?
Nickelback.
50 cents. 50 cents featuring Nickelback.
God.
Well, I'm going to move on to mine. So
that's why I'm going to BrodyCon this year.
And it's actually also funny. I'm going to move on to mine because it's minefield.com. I am a fan of old Windows games, and one of the best I think out there is Minesweeper.
It's one of the only Windows games.
So it's
Chip's Challenge.
Ski Free. I'm a big fan of Ski Free. But yeah, this is a massively multiplayer version of Minesweeper, and you just go inside of here and you go, okay, let's see. Well, that's got to be 1, so those are 3, and I could just chill and play this all day, just clicking and making flags, and there's leaderboards, daily leaderboards.
I'm playing it now. This is so great.
Wait, so if you're there with like and it's multiple people playing the same board?
Yes.
So couldn't you just ruin it for everyone?
I mean, not really, because if you explode, like here's the exploded mines, so you can see where people screwed up. And it just keeps going. But yeah, check out this giant minefield. There's people that have put in their own flags. So here's a whole entire bunch of flags that are mustaches and pluses and everything. It's just an enormous game of Minesweeper. And it just keeps going. It's endless.
Good Lord.
Does it actually like not have any borders? Or,
no, you just keep scrolling. Like it just keeps going.
It makes me think of Your World of Text, kind of.
Yeah, but you can just sit here and just chill with some Minesweeper. Just go, oh yeah, that's a 3. All right, I got 10 points for that.
There's a lot of games that you wouldn't think would work multiplayer, and then you try it, and it's amazing. Like I've played multiplayer tower defense games before.
We've lost apple cider.
Gotta make sure this is.
That sounds disgusting. Here, get back to the.
Get
back on point.
Gotta click the buttons so I can.
No, get back on point.
Mines. Oh, okay.
Ponies.
Well, okay, sure, ponies. Ponies are finding mines.
Like I hate you, but this is such a great game, and now I'm gonna be on this for hours.
And now Everfree Northwest has been canceled because of
breaking news.
MMO Minesweeper.
Because of a game shipped on Windows like 15 years ago. All right, Alpha.
Now it's MM.
Alpha, what do you have, sir?
I just put in the GoFundMe for Danny, so
yeah.
That's I just want to reintegrate that because pretty much covering the funeral costs for his family since didn't have life insurance or anything like that. So
get life insurance, kids.
Yeah,
it's helpful. It's very useful, and I've just started putting into it.
If you need it, come see me.
Oh, are you licensed to give people life insurance, sir?
Actually, I am. Yes.
Oh boy.
Hey, okay, that's good to
know. we got a man in the death industry.
Oh.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, Chef, you're not dead yet, even though you ate a whole bunch of meat and made me jealous.
Oh man, yes, we went to a Shrewscaria tonight. We had a Groupon, and it was still like $75, but it's really good.
I still want to go back to Hard 8.
So my cool thing is a really stupid game, similar to like if we're talking stupid internet games. It's called Clicker Heroes. It's like Cookie Clicker, but slightly more interactive.
It's not Minesweeper though.
Oh god, I haven't played Cookie Clicker in forever.
This is Cookie Clicker with like RPG levels and multiple characters and
oh my god,
resets, and it goes forever. And I there's a subreddit for this, and people are talking like, "Oh, I've got like a quadrillion bazillion XP, and or a DPS, and I've restarted like 150 times," and I'm like,
what the?
What?
This looks it looks so good.
Just punching a bee wolf? What the heck is that?
It's just mob abuse.
Yeah. And I've...
What the... I don't know, man. I'm
level 164.
Oh, it's a spider!
Me a very long time.
I miss the hive mind grandmas of Cookie Clicker, though. I don't know if anything can replace that in my heart.
That was a great
twist. Wasn't that an
twist.
Abra that you just killed?
Oh, and you have to like roll over the gold coins to get them. It's you have to. There's interactions.
Well, it'll pick them up automatically, but if you pick them up by rolling over, it clicks them faster. And there's like things that'll pop up, little special things to click that'll either give you more gold, or once you unlock special abilities, they'll let you trigger them earlier.
Oh, this is terrible. We've added 2 things this week that cause
clicking things.
That's procrastination.
We're doomed.
Yeah, this is the end of civilization. It's just another version of Cookie Clicker.
I think people listening can tell that we're all playing the game and trying to still participate in the podcast.
Yeah, everyone just shut up and just let the click sound.
This is what Markiplier has to deal with every time. Just like, I'm desperately trying to talk while my attention is completely pulled away.
And I've gotta click.
Okay, Scope, what's this Gizmodo trash?
It's a play set for kids that teaches them how to take care of a real car.
Whoa.
It's literally, it's like they take apart like an engine and a supercharger and everything. It's like, and every parent I showed it to said, screw that, I want it for myself.
Because I need to figure out how to fix my own car.
Once you see, look at it. And that's only like a $200 playset too.
The hilarious thing is looking at the comments, the number one complaint that people have is that it requires 8 AAA batteries. They're like, why don't you just plug it into the wall?
There was someone who's like, I'll get my tools, and it's just like a kid's playset toolbox.
Yeah, it's a crazy little kid's playset if you really want your kid to grow up to be a mechanic, which is actually pretty decent playing work.
Yeah, I mean, get your 3-year-old to start changing your oil.
Yeah.
Changing your oil.
Changing your oil. And let's see, what is this? You got the Descent Kickstarter.
Yep, Descent Underground. It's coming back, man. I love playing Descent way back when it was old Interplay, but they're using like the Unreal Engine and shit to do it.
Yep, and that is out there. Let's see how. Let's do an update on them and see how well they're going.
$600,000 goal, and they're at 176,000 with 26 days to go.
Maybe
they're doing all right.
I just pledged $250. So.
I actually I put in 50 for that Nurin Kickstarter that actually made it this week, so that was pretty good.
I had a different one cool thing, but Apple Cider said shower with your dad. It wasn't worth it, so I deleted it.
No, that was just I want that for the other people to look at it and just go like, yes, there's an indie game on Steam called Shower with Your Dad.
Yeah,
it's go watch it on your own time.
Yeah, because the thing is though, it's an old like 8-bit like EJ thing, and you got to like run around the shower and pick the right dad to be on.
Otherwise, it will be. Yes, so you're in a shower and you're running around trying to get back to your dad, who spawns somewhere in the shower. And if you go to the wrong dad, it's awkward.
It just yells "wrong dad."
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, when I saw like a screenshot, I said, "This can't be real." It's like, "Oh my god, this is real."
That's insane.
With your dad Simulator 2015.
And isn't there just a screenshot of Total Biscuit saying video games are over? In relation to that, it looked like there was. 5 Iron.
Don't make me follow that.
You have to. You have
to
do it, and you have to follow it with Hank Green.
Yes, Hank Green. Okay, one of the Vlog Brothers has made a great video concerning the net neutrality stuff that happened a little while ago. I like it a lot. I like Hank Green. He's a smart guy. And so there's some information to go look at. And I have another thing, which is big surprise. Team Fortress 2 video. Some person has gone through and animated a parody song to, I think it's a Lady Gaga song. So there's 2 fun things for you.
Oh, so it isn't a ska song, huh?
Surprisingly, no.
I have a fun side story regarding Hank Green.
Oh, really?
So does anyone know about VidCon?
Yes, that's his convention for the video for the YouTubers.
Yes. So I want to say the first VidCon was like the year after the PonyCon started showing up, or maybe it was the year before.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it was the first, maybe the second VidCon. I'm going down with a friend, and she knows him. So at some point, for some reason, I find myself at his hotel room, and we're just casually chatting about random stuff. And I'm thinking like, wow, I've seen this guy on YouTube for years, and I'm just, talking to him casually. This happens, weird. And the conversation goes towards starting random niche conventions. Like, how many people can just participate in that topic? Doesn't seem, I don't know. It was very odd, but he's such a cool person. I have so much respect for him for all the stuff that he's done.
Did you do the slow arm raise of just like, I can answer?
That's
I don't know.
really
It's
cool.
surprising. Like talking to those kind of people, it's the best kind of awkward. Because like you're awkward, but he's awkward, and everyone knows each other's awkward, so you just kind of like live the awkwardness. It's great.
Yeah. The thing
Did
about,
you just... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, the thing about knowing you're awkward and knowing someone else is awkward is you don't freak out when the awkwardness happens. You're just kind of like, okay, just hold on. Okay, we're past it. Let's keep going.
Everybody
Most
knows
people
you're...
stare at their phones for a few minutes. It's great.
Yeah, everybody knows they're at the spaghetti factory. It's okay.
Exactly.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And with that, we are officially done. That takes
Thank
care of us
God.
this week for episode 166. Yes, thank God, Scope.
Jesus Christ.
Always a team player.
Always.
You.
That's
Oh,
our
boy.
scoop.
He's
Die in a fire.
no,
Die under the
you know
flames
what?
of Celestia.
but you can't because Gak isn't killable by fire. We found out.
Says you. I can kill Gak just by sitting on it.
We'll see. Anyway, that'll take care of us. First off, I want to go ahead and thank our lovely guest for this week, Bejoty, and I got to remember that name, Simul. Simul. Hey, it's Simul. Yeah.
Sunil.
It is Sunil. Yes.
Is it Similac?
I'm Sunil, and
Well, thank you guys. It was really fun. And
Thanks for putting up with us.
yeah, you guys
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
But that's my favorite part of the show anyway.
Putting up with us. Yes, this is
Leave
our
it to me
silly.
Anyway, that's the.
Yes,
it's
Scope.
a lot of fun.
Scope brings his own flavor to the show. What that flavor is, we're still trying to decipher.
It's
It's
kind of
lemon
minty.
lime.
It's kind of minty. The last time I
No,
had
man, it's lemon
Scope
lime.
mouthwash,
Well, yeah.
it's
Oh, I see
I've
where
heard
we...
that joke too many times that I hate you now.
Don't worry, this comes and goes.
No, it doesn't.
Let's see, Scope, you're part of the show. Thanks
Right.
for being here. Alpha,
Yeah.
5 Iron,
Yep.
Sandy,
Yo.
and myself, and all of our great fans, those over on Stream Up. Hey, you, all you wonderful people. Thanks for still staying with us on this crazy mess that we've made today. You can always go and find us over at Bronyville.com, BronyvillePodcast.com. Our email address is Bronyville@gmail.com. We do have the Twitter account at Bronyville. All of our Twitter accounts are actually part of the Google Doc that you can find over at Brony Show and BronyvillePodcast.com. Leave us iTunes reviews. That keeps us up there fighting the good fight in the TV and movies section. And that should take care of everything. Conventions coming up. We know that we are going to is BabsCon and maybe some of the future. We'll see.
Thanks, Celestia.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, sure. Okay.
to Everfree.
We need to talk on that. Anyway, so we will go ahead and catch you guys next week. I believe that'll be 167. That seems about right. Anyway, till then, sleep well, every pony.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
5 Iron, hit that button.
Click.
Only so.
Yeah.
Ah. Normally, you don't see that kind of behavior from a kitchen appliance.